points in the game.
Orange and blue lights have covered the field and the stadium as these fans on the plains are ready for a big-time matchup. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on another team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Auburn's offense will get the first crack at it here. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw, it's Knight. Gets it to him on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Cobb. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least, and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Got it. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Lasso! Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Crosses to 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play, it's a first down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force feed this guy the football.
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Auburn offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you...
And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything.
ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking for the score! Touchdown, Tiger! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
It's complete to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Oh, better look out. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow.
There he goes. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McGowan. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A 3rd and goal, and this defense He's got the tight end. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the shotgun, the inside give. Makes it past the marker. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Knight. Grab behind the line, it's Singleton.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
First down. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Buys a little time. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
On the run, it's Cobb. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Now with a first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They've been running it, but now the pass. Firing to the right, complete. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Makes the catch. It's ball. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Kentucky going quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's McGowan. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
This time he's got it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Now facing a third and long.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back.
Open field on the right. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Toss to the outside. Sweet cut there. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He's going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. He's looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll send the back in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes the handoff. It's Cobb. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. Ripping through the defense. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ready? Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Oh, they're after him. Caught in the backfield. It's Alston. Goes upstairs. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. He leaves it with his back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Finds a man on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to...
Turning it on! Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Wildcats, with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's McGowan. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the middle, it's McGowan. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. On 4th down, going to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Moving away from pressure. And that one's incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
He'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Alston. There he goes. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for room. It's Alston. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out. It's Paul. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about...
He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Oh, what a cut.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches.
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. And I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
in the game.